So he did that for the first 5 years, their term. They were re-elected. He started immediately, and that is where they parted ways with Uhuru. So himself, he campaigned for 10 years. Now I'm worried for these guys who are coming in. Because if it took him 10 years to campaign to become the president, and these guys is 5 years, no, 3 years down the line, and they are not campaigning, he is being unfair to them. Because he is the one who preached that. And we always say, don't preach water and you drink wine. He is the one who preached that narrative. He is the one who brought that gospel of campaigning early. He is the one. So if you did it and you succeeded, why don't you let others do what you did? It is unfair and unjust and undemocratic.
Okay.
Because if you yourself did it, why are you having a problem with me doing it? Because you did it and it made you a president. So what is wrong with other people? Why are you telling other people to hold horses? And for your information, the people are not campaigning because of they just want to unseat him. People are campaigning because the country is not heading at the right direction. And they feel that there's a problem with the current administration. And that's why we had Gen Zs going to the street. That's why he has a problem with Gachagua, because he's accusing him of wanting to overthrow him. If we are doing good and everything is fine, you will not hear people talk. If president is good to Matambu, you will not hear Matambu talk. You will not hear Gaguya talk. You will not hear Madugu talk. You will not hear nobody. Nobody will go to campaign because he is doing the right thing. But because he's not doing the right thing, and the people feel that he has neglected them, and I will pronounce here today that I feel Ruto has neglected me, and I have every right to shout because he has neglected me. All right? I have every right to shout as a politician. So likewise, other Kenyans will shout because they feel that Ruto has neglected them and is not taking the country in the right direction. Because as a president, once you are elected, you are president of all Kenyans, and you must embrace each and every one. But the moment you separate some, you take some, and you leave some others in the cold. Those who are in the cold, they will form a force which will come and kick you out. And that is exactly what is happening today. So it is him to hold his horses, for Kenyans to organize themselves, because we feel something is wrong. If I was in his team, or if he picked me to be in his, in his government, maybe I would shut my mouth. But because I'm not there, and you know politicians, I said it here, are like fish. You cannot take fish and put it on the table. If you remove it from the ocean, it will look for a pond to survive. So Mutambus and the rest, who Ruto has neglected and left them on the table, we will find a pond somewhere. Even if it is a basin and there's some water, we will swim in there. Then at the end of the day, everybody will come out with a towel and wipe themselves. He will wipe himself from the deep sea, I will wipe myself from the basin, and the country will move on.
Okay.
And that is exactly what I'm telling you. It is him to hold his horses.
Let me bring in Mheshimiwa Gakuya here, because you mentioned Gachagua, and the former deputy president says he has a lot of exposés for us, Mheshimiwa Gakuya, in terms of, within time, and he says